Oh my gosh, muskie. Look at that right there. Muskie. That muskie just whacked a hellgrammite right there. You're gonna be okay. There she goes. Well, that is my first muskie on this hellgrammite. This little Nikko hellgrammite is such a cool lure. 3-inch, and I just caught a muskie. Alright, so I just showed up on my second day. The first day I had a lot of fun using that hellgrammite, but I was on a stretch of water that I was a little bit unfamiliar with. Today I'm hitting a stretch of water that I'm more familiar with, so I'm hoping to get a few more fish. I started the day fly fishing with an unweighted hellgrammite, and I had 2 really nice smallmouth that I caught in the first 15 minutes or so. So I'm gonna hope that I get some more of those today, because that's a lot of fun, trying out new ways to fish these plastics. They are super durable. I am still just so amazed. You know, a lot of soft plastics, as soon as you have one fish that bites into it, you know, it's pretty much worthless at that point. Sometimes you can catch 2 fish or so, but on like some worm baits, wacky style, they get ripped in half, you know, pretty much 1 or 2 fish. So I've been going strong with these hellgrammites so far, and they haven't taken any beating at all. So let's see how many fish we can catch today on this same soft plastic. All right, let's get rolling. I'm feeling we're gonna catch some fish. There we go. Oh, woo-hoo-hoo. So I wanted to try something a little bit different. I threw this hellgrammite on a fly rod. Right. This is a floating hellgrammite, but with a hook on there, it actually kind of sinks just a tiny bit. So it's perfect for the fly rod. Oh! That fish just clobbered it. Wow. That smallie came from the bank and just beat the crap out of this hellgrammite. Wow. Alright, check that out right there. Fly fishing with this Nikko hellgrammite. I didn't actually know if it would work. Oh, but it's working. Beautiful fish. That fish clobbered it. Alright. That's how I'm fishing this right now. I have this non-slip loop knot onto I don't actually know what size hook this is, but I have just a tiny bit of the hook point showing on that back side. And so far the smallies have just really whacked this. This hellgrammite is a different color than the one I was using the other day. This is the brown and gold flake color. But so far I've gotten 2 fish on this, and I had a nice bite as well that I missed. Oh! Oh! That right there, that was the fish I was looking for. That fish was at least 18, 19, 20 inches. That was a huge smallie. Oh, dang it. Man, it smashed this hellgrammite. Oh. Son of a gun. I just lost probably 18, 19, 20 inch fish. It was a massive smallmouth. I casted right over here into this side channel, and probably like only 15 feet away from the kayak. I wasn't really paying attention. The fish smacked it, got a good hook set. The fish was on, and then she popped off. I'm not sure what happened there. But I'm gonna do a little bit of wading right now. The wind and the current is pushing my kayak around, and I'm not able to, you know, fish the delicate presentation the way I want to. So I'm gonna wade for a few minutes, and I'm gonna see if I can't catch a fish. There we go. Oh! Did you see the jump on that? Let's get this fish. I want. Wow, 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 wow. That's a decent smallie. I want this fish. Got her. All right. Looks like that hellgrammite is doing work today as well. That hellgrammite is doing work. That right there is a really nice fish. Not super long, but real fat. There she goes. All right, so I have I think it's a tube jig head on here, and I think it's either 1/8 or 1/16. I think it might be a 1/8. But It's been doing really well. I'm looking for a 20-inch fish. That's my goal today. Get a 20-incher on this hellgrammite. Which definitely I know I can do. There we go. Oh! Beautiful fish. That's the fish. That's the fish right there. Oh, beautiful. Don't get off. Don't get off. Don't get off. Ooh. Oh, there we go. That's what I was talking about right there. These fish are so chunky. Look at how fat. They're little footballs. All right, that one's about a 17. Very nice fish. Boom. This little hellgrammite's going strong. Oh my gosh, you see that jump? Got another one right there on that octopus. Topwater octopus, who would have thought? Right there, check that out. It's a nice size one too. The way that fish hit, I was thinking that might have been a muskie. I was hoping it was a muskie at least. Oh, that's a nice. Oh, that's a big bass right there. Oh. Look at that. Absolute giant on that hellgrammite. Oh my gosh. That's the 20-incher I was looking for right there. 20-incher on that Nikko hellgrammite. Thing just spanked that lure. That 20-inch smallie just hit this watermelon blue flake watermelon red flake, like a little tube jig head right there. Thing smashed it. Whew. Now what I think is so cool about these hellgrammites right here is that, number one, super durable. This is the same lure the same plastic that I've been using the entire time. Number two, it's safe for the environment. I hate losing Senkos and worms because I know they're not going to biodegrade. And number two, this just plain out catches fish. I love it. I didn't know if I was going to like this soft plastic, but you know what? It has really done the trick for me. I want to see if I can't catch some more fish, but my goal today was to catch a 20-inch smallie on this thing, and I've done it. Super cool. Oh, had a bite. Nice fish right here. So I knew I'm coming up to a deep pool. Cast this thing in. This guy hits it once, try to set the hook, he drops it. He dropped it, and then he came back and hit it a second time. There we go. Oh. Four casts in a row. Oh, nice fish. Wow, nice fish. Oh, this is a big fish. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is a huge one. That might be another 20-incher right there. Look at that fish. Holy smokes. That's a 19.5-inch fish right there. 19.5, oh my gosh. Well, I can officially say that these Nikko hellgrammites catch fish. I've caught small fish, medium fish, and 2 Goliath smallmouth. I mean, 19 and a 20, that's pretty sweet. What's really cool about it is I caught the 20-incher on the green flake, which is this one right here. And then I just caught that 19.5-inch fish on this one, this brown. Now I think actually I like the brown better because it shows up better in the water. I think the fish are having an easier time seeing it. But both of these have caught just super fish. I have a feeling there's gonna be a fish right here. Anywhere there's foam, I like to cast to it, especially topwater. As long as it's like a foot or two deep. But if it's any less than that, you know, it usually doesn't hold fish. But I've caught muskie in like 6 inches of water before, so always cast to that foam. Got a nice one. Got a really nice one. All right. Wow, look at that. That might be my personal best. That fish is huge. That's a 20.5 right there. So I've had a 20, 20.5, and a 19.5. Look at that. Oh, that's a glorious fish. That monster smallmouth just destroyed this octopus. That right there was so cool. Oh my golly. That was so cool. 20.5 inches. That ties my personal best fish. So awesome. That fish was so thick. I can't believe the number of big fish I've caught today. And the thing is, I'm trying completely new baits. Baits that I've never used before, baits that I'm, you know, trying to see, do they work? And the answer to that is yes, they do. I like this octopus with this double hook frog rig. That works nicely. All right, hey there guys. This is our recap at the end. You know, going into this challenge video, I didn't really know what to expect from these Nikko plastics. You know, I thought the hellgrammite would catch fish, and I thought the octopus might catch fish, but I was kind of blown away by the results. So, to recap, these 3-inch hellgrammites right here, and the brown ones right here, the brown gold flake and the watermelon red flake. These catch fish. I tossed it on a fly rod, caught fish on a fly rod with these, and I also tossed it on a jig head and caught them like that. So that hellgrammite, I don't see any reason why I'm not going to keep it in my tackle box from now on. I mean, I fished for 2 days and I haven't lost a single one of those hellgrammites. I think they come 4 or 5 maybe to a package, maybe 4 or 5, and they're super durable. I mean, you can't even tell that I've used those or that I've caught fish on them. So A+, I'm gonna give that like a 10 out of 10 review for the hellgrammites, the Nikko hellgrammites. They're super awesome. I'm gonna leave a link, I think down below, maybe in the description, if you guys want to check out those Nikko products, the hellgrammites. go check them out. That'd be awesome. I think I like these plastics for 3 reasons. You know, you probably could catch the same number of fish if you were tossing a wacky worm, you know, or maybe a Ned rig. You'd probably be catching the same number of fish as you would with this hellgrammite. However, the big difference here is the durability of these plastics. You know, if you're throwing Senkos, you're going to lose a Senko after every fish, almost. So durability on these is king. I mean, like I said, you could go through, I don't know, 50 fish, 100 fish before you ended up needing to get another one. A lot of fish. So number 1, durability is awesome. Number 2, as I mentioned earlier, I hate polluting the rivers and lakes where I fish. I hate polluting them. And tossing in those plastics, you know, they get gross and they don't biodegrade. They just kind of break down and plastic parts just go everywhere. And the fish come up and eat them, and then they swallow them, and they can't pass them. You know, if they're lucky, they can, you know, disgorge it out of their stomach. But fish die from those plastics that get left behind. And that really sucks. So number 2, the fact that these are biodegradable is awesome. And number 3, the third point, 1, durability, 2, biodegradable, 3, the third point, they're super lifelike. If you're in like a pressured environment where, you know, a lot of people are fishing, these things are super lifelike. They look like a hellgrammite. They're really, really great in the water. They look awesome. And furthermore, nobody is throwing these right now. Everybody's throwing Senkos. Everybody's throwing yum dingers. If you're trying to catch pressured fish, you might want to switch it up. So those 3 reasons, I really think these things are great. Now, this challenge was 2-part. First, I was fishing with the hellgrammite. The second part of my challenge was trying to catch a fish with this 6-inch super octopus. Now, I don't read Japanese, but I assume that right there says octopus. Not really sure. This is a saltwater bait, obviously, but I ended up catching, get out of here, mosquito. I ended up catching 5 or 6 smallmouth on this thing, and I got a 20.5 incher, tied my personal best on this weird creature bait. This thing right here is super cool. Now, I was throwing it because I wanted a muskie to grab it, but the truth is I have another one of these that is 8 inches long, and I'm gonna do a muskie video with that. I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna see if I can catch a muskie, but for now, this is really cool. Now, if you're a saltwater angler and you know, fish for tarpon or snook or, geez, I don't know, anything probably in saltwater would hit this. It's really cool. I really like this bait. I don't know if I would suggest it for smallmouth, but if you want fun, you want to challenge yourself to try something new, this right here is really cool. But if you just want to catch numbers of smallmouth, I'd go with that hellgrammite. But this is fun, and you know what? I love doing challenge videos. I think it's so much fun trying something new. You guys know I love that rat lure, and that started off as a challenge because I didn't even think fish would hit it. So this octopus is staying in my tackle box, and I'm going to fish with it until I catch a muskie. And I will. I know it's gonna happen. I still got some daylight. I might actually get that muskie tonight. So with that being said, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go do some more fishing. You guys might see it, who knows? I might catch something, I might not. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Catch, release, wander. Keep it real.